Sony has been one of the most interesting video game companies. They managed to jump into the video game industry with a big splash back in the 90s with the release of their first console, the PlayStation. They went on to make classic video game franchises like Crash Bandicoot, Ape Escape, Spyro, and many more. However, by the time PlayStation hit its fifth main console, we do not see many classic titles that made the PlayStation what it is today. Some of the series even went multi-platform like Crash and Spyro. And then you have other franchises like Ape Escape and Sly Cooper that have not seen a new entry in years. These series are still loved by fans all over the world, yet it seems that Sony has forgotten some of their most iconic video game franchises. That is until recently. Sony over the past few months seem to be making changes with some of their recent announcements like Astrobot. Now, Astrobot may not seem like a big deal, but this is a full-fledged platformer with cameos from PlayStation's most classic series. Astrobot might just be more important to PlayStation's future than we think. Or it could just be nothing, I don't know. But the point is, I really think that this new Astrobot game is a step in the right direction for PlayStation. Don't get me wrong, I love games like Spider-Man, Uncharted, and God of War, but Astrobot feels fresh with a vibrant color palette and a focus on platforming. It's also worth noting that PlayStation is starting to bring back some of its classic titles to the PlayStation 5. PlayStation technically already has a catalog that you can access through a subscription and play through classic PlayStation games. However, most of them can only be played through streaming, which I don't think I'm going to be alone in saying this. But streaming a video game sucks. Streaming, unfortunately, is just not a great way to play games for most people. People would rather just buy the game outright and download it to their console. And I think Sony is actually figuring this out for themselves. Because with the recent release of Sly Cooper and Daxter, people have not stopped talking about these games. Sly Cooper is the most popular classic game that Sony has released on PlayStation 5. I really think that Sony is going to see the success of Sly Cooper and eventually port more classic games. We could see more PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 games, and even some handheld games in the future. I think this is the beginning of something so much bigger. If classic Sony IPs do well enough, we could even see new entries in those series. Just imagine a new Infamous, Jak and Daxter, or even a new Sly Cooper game. The possibilities are endless, and PlayStation seems to be going in the right direction. But to be fair, this is all speculation. Let me know your thoughts down below on PlayStation's future. Do you think that PlayStation will bring back more iconic titles? Let me know down below, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all next time. God bless.